Hello, it is Fright Night with Ferocious. We're gonna be talking about the House Maid, and yeah, I think I'm in for it tonight with these guys. I made some comments in the green room. Yeah, I think I did myself in tonight. Did I, guys?
Little.
It was a self-inflicted wound. So
Guys, I'm in trouble.
yeah.
All right, so what has everybody been doing?
Well, I've been working this this week. This week has been one hell of a week. I am exhausted and just happy that it's the weekend. Um, yeah, God, I don't know. I'm looking forward to the summer when I've got some vacations, so I can take like some extended time off. Because man, these 3 day weekends and stuff like it ain't cutting it. But besides that, I've been playing a bunch of Arc Raiders. Yeah, FarQ has continued to be my Sherpa on that game, helping us out. Unfortunately, because the algorithm is like it is, we've found some asshole griefers in the games over the last couple weeks. But still fun, still having lots of fun. I know Presto, it's not Balatro, but I figured I'd
Yeah.
change it up for you for a while and tell you about a different video game.
Balatro is a classic, so
Shit,
so
yeah, it
so
is.
is a good fallback.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, besides that, just watching some horror movies, trying to catch up on some stuff that I haven't gotten to watch for the last little bit. And yeah, I secured my tickets to Scream because
Yeah.
they became available. So myself, Melissa that shows up in the chat sometimes, my daughter, a couple other folks, like we're all lumped in one big section in the theater. Pretty stoked to go see that movie. That last trailer that they showed us during Super Bowl looks fucking sweet. So yeah, just happy to be here, happy to be in the weekend, and hopefully catch some more movies this weekend. Presto.
Uh, I also been working, watching some movies. I watched The House Maid. I was able to watch Primate. I rewatched The Crow, the Brandon Lee 1994 one. Such a good movie,
Hell
such a
yeah.
classic. I
Yeah.
forgot how much I love that movie. Such a good cast too. I forgot how many people were in that. That I was like, oh shit, they're in that. Forgot Tony Todd was in it.
Hmm.
And then I
Yeah.
watch. I think it's called Sisu. Sisu.
Season.
Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Holy shit! I had no idea what I was getting myself into. I ended up watching the second one first because I didn't know there was a first one, and I was just like, "What?" It was like John Wick, but like a war movie. I don't know how to explain it. Super action packed, and just like I watched, I was like, "Wow!" And then I was like, "Holy shit!" There's a first one, so then I watched that one. I was just like, "Holy Toledo!" Like these movies are crazy. I loved them. Besides that, I also am super excited for Scream 7. Everyone knows Scream is my favorite franchise. I still haven't got my tickets yet because I keep arguing like, do I just see it in a regular movie theater? Do I drive an hour to go see it in IMAX? Do I try to see it? I think some theaters are doing it in that 4DX where like the seats shake and everything. So I'm trying to decide that. If you haven't seen, they have all these crazy popcorn buckets and drink cups, and one movie theater even has like a plush doll that like it's a figure that says seven different sayings. It's insane. Cinemart, I think the other day released their popcorn bucket cups and tins, and they sold out online right away. The closest Cinemart to me is over an hour away, so my buddy in Connecticut had one 5 minutes away and picked them up for me. Shout out to Chris. The AMC one looks pretty cool. It looks like Ghostface opening a door. Uh, so yeah, I'm super excited for Scream 7. Other than that, it's finally warming up in Pennsylvania a little, where some of the snow's melting. So that's cool. It's been only like 3 weeks of seeing dirty snow that's not nice looking anymore.
Yeah.
Uh, my puppy started her first puppy class last Sunday, and in the middle of class, she decided I'm going to shit right in the middle of the floor. So she, like a boss, made me proud and embarrassed at the same time. So hopefully this Sunday she does a little bit better. So yeah, besides that, that's about it.
Yeah, pretty much for me. Just been playing some video games, other than watching this movie, of course, the House Maid. But as far as video games, looking at other racing games, just because got Forza Horizon 6 coming out later this year, and just kind of comparing some of the stuff where you got other racing games, set in Japan or set on like the Tokyo Highway system and stuff like that. So just playing around with that stuff, getting ready for May. But other than that, just been taking it easy. I think this snow and ice that's still kind of slogging around kind of tweaked my back earlier in the week, and just been kind of resting for the most part, kind of getting my bearings back kind of deal. But other than that, glad to be here with you guys, and looking forward to talking about this movie, because the first half of the movie thought one thing, and yeah, it definitely kind of flipped script. But we'll definitely get into that. So, Fee, what about you? What have you been up to this past week?
Nothing really. Let's see. Work. Yeah, that's about it. I mean, we had a non-student PD day. All students stayed home, and we got to roam around for a half an hour to various rooms and get updates and talk about things and not really get any answers. That's a normal professional development for all teachers. I'm sure the teachers out there know what that's like. And then I guess I finished up school with getting cursed out by a student today. And yeah, that was my week, guys. Yeah.
It was probably well warranted.
Oh no, it was not. I just asked a simple question. I asked.
Probably like, why are you so fucking dumb?
No. I just asked the question of you have kids that don't get along with each other, and but when food comes out, when snacks come out, everybody seems to get along with each other until they get the snacks, and then once they get the snacks, that's when they start picking at each other again. And I just asked the question of, well, why would you give the student that you usually don't have problems with, why would you give them your goldfish? And yeah, I got cursed out for that. So yeah, it's just I thought it was a simple question. Apparently, it wasn't. It was a very deep philosophical question that he couldn't answer. Yeah. So it happened.
Goldfish will do that to people.
Yeah, I think, probably. I mean, it doesn't happen with the chips, but the goldfish come out, yeah, pretty much. Something about goldfish.
I mean, you're eating a fish that tastes like cheese. It's like total mind fuck.
Yeah, it is a little confusing.
I'm still working on it.
Yeah, that was my week. Confusion all around. So we are talking about the House Maid. I was forced to watch this. I protested. I did not win.
This is good already.
Yeah, that's how that went. So what was everybody's first thoughts? Not me.
Well, I heard the feedback as to who was going to be in it, and I was like, okay, this could be good. And then I heard additional information from folks. I was like, okay, this could be really good. And then I watched it and I enjoyed it. But going into it, I didn't end up watching a trailer or anything like that. I just had heard word of mouth of it, and when we were talking about it previous, and yeah, had a cool premise to it based on what I had initially seen, and I kind of liked the way that some of the surprises and just the story in general was approached. I liked it. I liked how they were presenting it. I feel like I saw a couple different trailers after the fact where they were kind of playing on different sides of like what was happening. I don't know if you guys saw that, but there were a couple trailers where like it kind of changed the approach for how they were portraying the characters and what was going on. It's kind of cool. But yeah, that was my thought. Presto, what about you?
So I went into this basically blind. I didn't see a trailer. I heard about it, and I was like, I'm going to check this out. So I really didn't know what it was about. I knew everyone was like, "Oh, Sydney Sweeney," like the fuzz or whatever, the buzz about her. The guy, he was actually in that other movie reviewed the text message movie. He was the date in that. Uh, what was
Oh,
that?
Drop.
Yeah, he was the date in that movie.
I didn't even realize that. Yeah, that's a good point. Huh.
I did because he was charming in both movies. So
Oh, you
he
were
won
flirting.
me over.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you were smitten. Cool.
Yeah, what a charmer that guy was. And then the mom in this movie, the wife, Amanda
Seafried.
Seyfried, she's actually from my town, like from Allentown. So like she was like the big name that made it kind of thing. So it's kind of cool when you see that because although I didn't go to school with her, she still seems like she's humble. She comes back to the area. Like she goes to like we have a hot dog place called Yako's, and like she'll still go there. You walk in Yako's, it feels like you're in the 80s. Like they haven't updated the place at all. They don't take credit cards. Like you basically are at one end at the cash register and you yell your order to the other end and they make it that way. And it's just like, it's a cool place. And the hot dogs are really good. And if you look up a Yako's commercial, it's so cheesy. But yeah, check it out if you're ever in Pennsylvania. So yeah, I basically didn't know what kind of movie this was. I just heard it was a good movie, so I figured I'd check it out, and I was pleasantly surprised because, like you said, you're at least me. I'm thinking one thing the whole movie, and then something happens, and you're like, "Oh shit!" And then even I was kind of there was another twist at the end where I was like, "Motherfucker, they got me again." So yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed this movie and look forward to seeing if we notice some little Easter eggs and stuff in there.
Yeah, for
Bee
me,
or Fuzz?
yeah, I didn't watch the trailer or anything. Kind of went in blind as far as the movie itself, but the the initial impressions were, oh, okay, I can see who the psychotic killer is going to probably be, and then that kind of completely flipped, and then it flipped again. So it was a bit of a roller coaster, but I definitely enjoyed this movie. Yeah, it it definitely draws you in thinking one thing, and then kind of completely spins you around type of deal. But great cast. Their story arcs and things like that were pretty cool, and I thought it was kind of strange how. Well, then again, I've seen groups like this where it's like, oh yeah, she's the psycho mom, or the one that's been in the institution kind of thing, and how the as soon as that person leaves, the others talk about her like a dog kind of thing. So yeah, that a lot of that stuff was kind of interesting as far as how they portrayed the people. But yeah, I definitely like this. But Fee, what did you think as far as your first impressions?
Oh, what was that? So and hey, y'all made me watch this. I wasn't excited about watching it. I didn't look at any of the trailers or anything like that. It's just I've seen similar movies to what they were talking about as far as reviews of it. So I was like, oh, okay. So there were a lot of twists. I will give it that. I don't hate it. I've always liked Amanda. I think she's always been good. She's always picked really, really good films for herself, and she's always listened, I guess, to her agent, and her agent has always listened to her. But Sydney Sweeney, I've only seen her in a couple things, and it kind of seems like it's kind of like the same every time. The other guy, I did not realize that he was also in Drop as the date. That was a kind of nice knowing that he did that, this film and that film. You saw two sides of him. So I think I kind of enjoyed it a little bit more after knowing that he was in Drop. The versatility there. But I don't know. It's not bad. It's not,
Not original enough.
Why do you always throw that word out?
So let me get this straight.
Because you literally danced around the word because you knew you were going to catch shit for it. That's why. That's exactly why we put it out there. Because chat, come on.
I don't know what you're talking
Be
about.
honest.
I don't know what you're talking
You
about.
knew,
I
chat,
don't know what you're talking
you
about.
knew that this is
I don't know
what she was
you're
going
talking
to do.
about. I don't recall these events.
And let me ask you a question, Fee. You just said when you realized the guy was in that other movie, you liked it more.
Yeah,
So
I liked him more. I didn't say I liked his character more. His character was nasty and awful. But knowing that he could play both a good character that was compassionate, that was observant, that was a genuinely nice guy, and then go to the opposite direction and be believable. Yeah, I kind of like his acting better now.
I mean,
Isn't that the goal?
yeah, that's how I kind of felt when I met you. Like
Oh, really?
you were a nice person. You had it very believable, and here we are.
Oh, shit. All right.
I told you I set myself up. I shouldn't say what I said in the behind the scenes.
I should have gotten some popcorn ready for this because this episode's going to be fire. Mm. Mm.
Anyway, so we see kind of how many pivots would you say is in here? 2 or 3?
2 for sure. Yeah, 2 for sure. And then you could flirt with 3 to 4, maybe like 3 or 4. But definitely 2.
Well,
One huge one.
yeah, I think the little girl. I think the little girl adds a pivot.
Now remember, no spoilers yet. So
Yeah.
I know. I'm just saying. I think she adds a pivot. I think there were 3, but I think she added kind of a 4th pivot that was just slight. It wasn't it wasn't with the main characters. I don't know if he threw that in at last minute or if that was like the intention. Because I mean, everybody knows that the person that directed this, the person that produced it, right? If I can get this off the screen. This was actually based on a book. Hopefully, y'all know that. So it was based on a book. The book ending is slightly different than the movie ending. It's not entirely different, but it's just a couple of slight differences at the end. So the guy that directed this also directed, of course, Freaks and Geeks. He did Heavyweights. I don't know if you guys remember that thing. Yeah, 90s movie.
Absolutely. was freaking awesome. Ben Stiller. Oh my
Yeah.
God. Got so
Goldberg.
many people in it.
Yes.
Yep.
Yes.
So, good.
So yeah, he has done a lot of things that are very popular, but he does thrillers, he does comedies, he does kid stuff. Like he did Another Simple Favor with Blake Lively and what was her name? What's the other girl's name? She's popular too. Anna Kendrick. Um yeah, he did that one too. So he's done a lot of different genres. And he's done a lot of very well liked movies. So I wasn't surprised that I was a little partial to this. I'm not, really gaga over everything he does, but he does do a lot of good ones. So I knew it was going to be a well thought out movie. But do you guys like his other stuff too? Or was this just something that did you already know walking in just based on his name that this would be a decent movie?
I didn't know. I didn't look up anything about him or know who he was at all. I just went into it as I'm watching The Housemaid and that's it.
Mm.
My buddy, he's very big into like the directors, so he'll get excited when he hears the director's linked to a movie, and we'll see that movie because it's a certain director. Where directors really don't do it for me.
Mhm.
Obviously, for Scream 7, I'm excited that the original director's coming back, but other than that, like, I don't really care. I mean, John Carpenter, like, maybe, but other than that, directors really don't wet my whistle, I guess you can say.
Yeah.
But he directed some stuff, which is pretty cool that I just learned.
Yeah, he directed Knocked Up. He directed wait a minute, no. I don't think he directed. He was the baseball guy in Knocked Up, but he did direct Bridesmaids. So that was the one that was with Kristen Wiig. She was and what's her name? What's her name? Maya Rudolph.
Oh, she's
yeah,
annoying.
all the bad Saturday night women flunkies.
Kristen Wiig is not that bad.
Oh,
You know, like her.
she's the best out of them. But Melissa McCarthy can take a long walk off a short cliff.
Okay, not that one. What's the other one?
Maya Rudolph.
And
What's the other one? The one that's got the funky side haircut all the time, the blondie.
yeah.
Yeah, obnoxious one from Ghostbusters too.
Hey, I
Kristen
like
Wiig?
her.
No, not Kristen Wiig. It's I don't know. Her name's forgettable, just like she is.
Her name's forgettable.
I
Uh, Kate McKinnon?
Yep,
yes.
that's the one.
How is her name forgettable?
I
He just
forgot it.
did.
I forgot it. So
No. I have
yeah,
so many
no, I
names in
did.
my head.
I did.
But anyway, no, I think she's hilarious.
We
But
are so different.
how
This
look,
explains
have
so
you not
much. As to
seen
why I
have
don't
you
like
not
her
seen
movies.
her alien ones? Like her alien Saturday Night Live skits.
I don't really watch the new Saturday Night Lives, to be honest.
Same.
Every time she comes on, I flip to the next video.
Whatever.
It's just like that. That the filmic abortion that was the Ghostbusters movie that crew was in.
Oh,
I
yeah.
try and forget. That it even exists.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I feel like the new Saturday Night Live isn't very original, I think you would say. Like, it's almost been
Is
done
that what we're
before.
throwing out now?
Yeah.
I'd rather watch Dead and Breakfast than watch anything Kate McKinnon or those flunkies are in.
Well, I'm not gonna say all of the Saturday Night Live crew at all times. is hilarious. I won't say that. There are some people that are. I don't watch Saturday Night Live. I've never watched Saturday Night Live like some people do. I just happen to catch some of the more popular skits. I thought the one that Tom Hanks was in, where he was Mr. Pumpkins, that was hilarious. Only because of the fact that it was not meant to be too over the top, like sometimes they do too over the top. And it wasn't really that, all of it wasn't that downplayed. Only certain parts of it in there were downplayed. And I think that's what made it funny. Because even Tom Hanks didn't really get it until he watched the whole entire skit. And then he was like, oh, now I understand why me saying, I'm Mr. Pumpkins is funny. Everybody should watch it. It actually is pretty funny. But I think he is funny. I don't know what's wrong with you all. And I thought the new Ghostbusters, the one where they had the females in it, I thought it was funny.
The only funny thing in that movie was Chris Hemsworth as the secretary. Everything else was.
He was.
I was gonna say the only thing that was funny was the fact that it actually got it greenlit to make it.
Mm-hmm. What happened to Cypher? He went on mute.
Oh, sorry about that.
You hit a button.
No, I did hit a button. Hit that button. No, I agree. I think it's a tragedy that they put that much money into that film.
Now, I don't know about how much they put in the film. I never looked it up. But I will say it probably went to all the actors.
We shouldn't have.
It didn't. I don't think it went to anything else but the actors.
Yeah.
Which, good for them. They command, better salaries or whatever. But Chris was funny in that. He was hilarious.
Yeah.
I've only really seen him mostly in action movies. I think the closest to the Ghostbusters one was, what was the other one he was in?
He tried to do a Men in Black. Is that what you're talking about?
No.
He did that. I never watched that one.
So.
Oh, you know what? He was in Vacation.
He was in Vacation, but he was in another one. Hilarious. He was actually in another one. I believe it was him. Let's see here. That's the wrong one. Trying to look up IMDb, and it doesn't do it automatically anymore. I don't know why. I think
while you're trying to figure that out, so they're talking about new Freddy Krueger movie in the chat, of which Poison Maniac mentioned the reason as to why it's in development hell right now or in limbo is because of complex rights issues, which the thing is like you hear something like that and it sounds like but Friday the 13th ran into the same thing and continues to run into the same thing like over the years. The rights for some of these franchises where they've been going for so long, you've got creators and you've got so many people invested that just like shit just gets locked up. Even if it's like the best movie that they could possibly make, you just run into issues where like everyone wants their specific negotiations and terms or money, aka.
I thought the Friday the 13th, it had to do with the guy not wanting to give up the rights or something.
Yeah. So Sean Cunningham, and it wasn't just a rights thing. It was Sean Cunningham and his partner, the ones that originally came up with the idea. They ended up having a fallout because Sean Cunningham was like, no, I created it. And didn't want to give the guy any credit. And so then it suddenly became this big court thing, which caused all sorts of issues. Like Friday the 13th game actually got stalled out on releasing content and basically got stopped flat because there was a big like lawsuit or a big court hearing at the time where like when the decision came down, they were told like you can't create anything else for this. because of the determination.
And
Sean
well,
Cunningham's kind of been a nightmare when it comes to Friday the 13th's success.
and
Sadly.
wasn't it
So
something where it was like the one person was like, "I own the franchise," and the other person's like, "Yeah, well, I own Jason, like what he looks like, basically."
yeah.
That was basically what it is like the two of them had their intellectual property connections, and they were both just like, okay, well, I'm at a standstill and I'm not going to do anything for you because I don't want you to have the money.
So
So
basically, Victor Miller and Sean Cunningham are fighting over who owns both.
yeah, to this
So
day.
Victor Miller believes he owns the screenplay and the characters, including Jason Voorhees, and Sean Cunningham believes he owns it. But the international rights to it, overseas stuff, that's Horror Inc.
Mm,
And Horror Inc. is not really included in the lawsuit per se, but Victor Mills is trying to reclaim everything. So he's trying to get even the international rights back.
yeah,
So
that's
we can talk about Freddie though. So Freddie, the problem is that the state of West Craven still owns it,
mhm.
the domestic part of it. The international rights are with Warner Brothers and New Line Cinema. So with that kind of collaboration, I'm sure Wes Craven's relatives are probably not negotiating very well.
Oh, so annoying.
Yeah, they probably want more than what Warner Brothers, because Warner Brothers isn't doing so well either. So, right?
Everyone wants their piece of their pie, but they're not getting any. All acting how they're acting.
Mm-mm.
Yeah. And again, like it goes back to, because these things have been going on for so long, these franchises, you've just got so many people with their piece of the pie.
Mm-hmm.
And so, like, even just with like the Wes Craven estate, I'm sure his family look at it, they
Mm-hmm.
look at the fervor for having more content come out, and they're like, well, we want to make sure that we get what we think we deserve off of the rights for this. And I'm sure that the number that they're spitballing isn't what other people want to agree on, even though it'll likely make the money. It's just it gets sticky. The longer a franchise goes, the more tethers you have to all these different companies, be it distribution or whatever. Sadly.
So yeah, and here's the funny thing: if you look up Wes Craven's estates, now they say they own the rights to the Nightmare on Elm Street character and character Freddy Krueger. So they have ownership of the film franchise, its iconic villain, with Warner Brothers maintaining international rights. They don't even mention the other one that's claiming to own part of the rights.
Yep.
And they are actively seeking new projects and pitches for future installments. So I think they just want to cut Warner Brothers out in general.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see if Netflix acquires Warner Brothers here soon.
Yeah, but this is also the same problem with the Return of the Night of Living Dead. They were, fighting with another company that said that they picked up the rights along the way, and they're like, well, you didn't pick up the rights to our characters and stuff like that because we had an agreement long time ago, being a B movie, that we were supposed to get certain rights for ourselves, and they couldn't be sold off. So it's kind of like that Romero thing. It's like, I copyrighted the name of the film, I didn't copyright the film itself. And that's kind of like the argument. It's like, you got the name of the title, that's what you bought, you didn't buy anything else to what was going on.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Yep.
that's like
Yeah.
the biggest argument.
Got to look at that fine print.
Mhm.
Did you find the film that you were looking for on
Yes,
IMDb? I
yes. So,
realized that we got like derailed quite a
of
bit.
course, we
So
always
my
get derailed.
apologies.
That's the whole point of this, right? And none of us can keep on the same topic for,
Well,
what, more than 2 minutes?
I saw the message in chat and was like, all right, yeah, I mean this deserves
Well, was
a
somebody
quick dive.
asking? Was somebody
Well,
asking
yeah,
what
yeah, because
movie
they
I
were
was talking
talking
about?
about it. Cross
So
Faith Army in the chat had mentioned, did they cancel that new Freddy Krueger movie? And Poison Maniac had mentioned the issue with the complex rights issues.
mhm.
So I just figured, I
Yeah.
saw it, and that's always like a sticking point, and it sucks because I feel like we've seen so many IPs that have just gotten
Mhm.
shafted because of people either getting greedy or just
Yeah, but
not
this
feeling
is
like they're getting what they deserve.
yeah,
So
but this is why we wind up with fan films where the fans just get together and they're like, "Hey, let's make a movie. Let's go on Indiegogo or Kickstarter or Cinebacker and let's just get some funding and then we'll go make a movie and we just won't profit off of it." But
yeah.
at least the fans get to see what they wanted to see in the first place. Like for example, uh the new uh the new Nightmare, Dylan's New Nightmare, being a fan film based off of the Freddy Krueger series and everything, and it was really good. We did a review on it, guys, so it's all the
Never
way
saw
back.
it.
But it was really, really good. It's what the fans wanted because what else but a fan came up with it. When Wes Craven's estate goes and puts together film, it's not necessarily we risk because of profit purposes, we risk not getting what the fans really wanted in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Like we didn't want that remake, did we? Did we really need the reboot? Did we really want that reboot?
Yeah,
Did we really want that particular reboot?
it was fine. I think I think the subject matter and the way that they approached some of that stuff was definitely made you feel gross. We're talking about the Freddy one, right?
Or
So
yeah.
it made me feel a little gross, the way that they approached it, but at the same time, like they did a good job at delivering someone that, like, just like the original movies, it made you feel one way. But then with this and with this extra information that they pumped into it, it made you feel um, a different way about that situation and made you rally behind the survivors,
Yeah, but that's not what we
which
wanted. I didn't want that.
well,
I didn't want that.
you and I generally want different things in movies.
I
so,
didn't want that.
so that's
I don't
fair.
care about the victims. I'm
That's
sorry, I
okay.
don't.
That's okay. I
Freddy's the
love
man. Come
I
on now.
love I love a mindless slasher. I love me some Friday the 13th. I love the Nightmare on Elm Streets and stuff like that, but Nightmare on Elm Street, the original, is one of those situations where you get involved with the characters, you like them, you get, I know we talk about this all the time, like character development. You get
Mhm.
character development and you actually like the characters, and then when you see them get killed, you don't like that so much. Um, and
No,
that's
no,
what
no.
this one did.
Not with Freddy. With Freddy, all
Okay.
of the victims were bad.
So
Okay? It's
I
Friday the 13th, Jason's bad. We all know this, okay? The
no,
zombies
no,
are bad and Night Return of
Jason's
the
a
Dead.
badass, is what you're saying.
No, no, no.
That's
Freddy's not
that's what
bad.
I feel like you're deflecting talking about the housemaid because you didn't like the movie.
I'm just
Yeah.
saying. Anyway, Spiderhead. Spiderhead was the other Chris Helmsworth movie that
Oh
I
yeah,
really
wasn't that
liked that he had a comedic side to at
yeah,
certain
okay.
points in the movie. I thought that was good.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
that
exactly. Just like what Crossfaith Army in the chat says.
yeah.
Jason is misunderstood, so is Freddy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So for Chris Helmsworth, just so you guys can see a non-action movie where he's not like, the action person in the movie gunning down people, watch Spiderhead. It's a really good movie. Um he is kind of funny in that one. He shows a different side to him instead of the "I'm gonna bash you over the head or shoot you with a gun" kind of thing. So, all right, I had to plug that movie anyway. So let's talk about the budget. And so the budget for this thing was 35 million, I believe. Yes, 35 million. Did we see the 35 million in this?
Yeah.
Yeah, just on the house.
Just on the house?
No, that was a nice house though. But yeah, they spent it on the location.
I mean, between the location, the people you have in the movie, I feel like they might have took up some of the salary, maybe half of it between the three of them. Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
And then, yeah, the rest between the house and other locations. I feel like that's very fair for a movie nowadays.
Hmm.
I could be wrong, but I feel like that's fair with the
No,
cast it has and how it was shot.
I'd say that's fair. I mean, I think we we saw a lot of the actors and actresses, and by a lot I mean a lot. And I feel like some people definitely deserved some money for the roles in which they played.
Mm-hmm.
The money makes sense.
Yeah.
So what about the special effects? The blood and stuff.
Oh, that was done very nicely. It wasn't cheesy. It was very believable. It wasn't over the top. Like, yeah, I mean, there was. I don't want to say there wasn't a ton of blood, and I don't think there was like a ton of special effects. Some of the stuff took place. Most of it took place during the end of the movie, but
Well, her stomach definitely had to have been special effects because she had like deep welt
True.
kind of cuts.
yeah,
True.
I mean, you could put a prosthetic over her stomach and maybe do that scene. The scene with him and the pliers and just some other scenes. Yeah. I mean, her breaking all the fine china, that's probably where the budget went all the time. If that was shot in more than one take, that was some nice china she was destroying all the time.
All right, so this opening weekend it did 19 million, but overall gross US and Canada was 124 million, and then it grossed worldwide almost 356,500,000. So I mean they definitely made their money back.
Yeah.
For sure.
All right, so we can start saying spoilers if we want. It's like almost 7:00. So when we talk, I want to talk about that little girl. She seemed to be a lot older than 7 years old. Wasn't she supposed to be 7?
I don't remember the exact age, but yeah, 7 wouldn't be right because she was easily, having conversation and talking kind of like an 11 or a 12-year-old.
That's what I mean.
Which, given the
info or something instead of 7 years old,
maybe that would make more sense because like the way that she was talking about things, she was pretty articulate.
Yeah.
Which is interesting too, given the information that we hear and that we find out, like when the girl is there at the dance class and she's talking to like that one girl that's babysitting for the other couple, and she mentions that like she tried to drown. Sorry, spoilers.
Yeah,
She tried to drown the kid and blah blah blah. Like, if stuff like that had happened, you would imagine, I guess, depending on the severity, like that kid would not necessarily be as articulate I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I just assume that the kid was raised a certain way because they were so rich, and then she had like a tutor, and she always had to speak proper because when she asked her if she wanted juice or something, and she's like, "This glass is dirty," and she was just like, it's clean. It came out of the cupboard." She's like, "No, this glass is dirty. Like juice is a luxury," or whatever she said. It was like, "Oh, look at this little snotty bitch," kind of thing.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I didn't think too much of it. Maybe because I don't have any kids, I'm not good at gauging how old kids are in movies. It's like, oh yeah, that's a baby, a kid, or a teenager. Done. Like, keep it simple.
Yeah, but it does say that her character Cece is supposed to be 7 years old.
Okay, yeah, then
Yeah,
that's
very grown up 7-year-old.
Yeah.
that's some bullshit then. I mean, the thing is like we know, obviously, given the circumstances, things were very strict in the household. Just like what Presto was mentioning, like, juice is a privilege, all that stuff. Now, granted, we find more about that as it goes on, but still, the way that she carries herself, it just does not feel like a 7-year-old. I'm sorry, like my son is at 11 years old, and I could see it from him. Like she acts like my 11-year-old.
Mhm.
She doesn't act like a 7-year-old.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, as a parent, when you see that, it's like, yeah, my kid as a 7-year-old was definitely not like that. Very few are, unless they're like on the spectrum and have specific IQ like increases. It's you don't see that super often.
I think
7-year-olds
Well,
are
she had a cell phone, which, yeah, I get that they have money, but I
yeah,
think even
but
7's a little early for a cell phone.
7 is early for a cell phone, but I know when I was subbing, I know elementary kids that had a cell phone in kindergarten.
oh yeah,
Jeez.
yeah.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I just out of necessity with my daughter, because the school was far enough away that we needed to make sure we had contact.
Mhm.
I think we did have our daughter with a phone probably around like 9. Just because it was one of those things where it's like, hey, we're 20 or 30 minutes away from you. We want to make sure that if something happens and you can't communicate to us via the school's phones, we need you to be able to contact us. It's just, it's probably overcautious, like helicopter parenting, but shit, nowadays you're cautious. So,
Yeah.
See, that's one of them youngin' parents. Because when we were the feral children that we were with no cell phones, you just got sent outside, and you're like, "Oh, when do I have to come back?"
oh yeah,
They
no,
used to they honestly had commercials. This is no lie. They had commercials. Where are your children?
yeah,
Because people would forget about us.
no, I totally get it. And unless my parents didn't see me by like sundown, uh, nothing was said. Like no one was contacted. It was a different time.
Yeah.
Um, a lot of different things. And obviously, like if we had the technology back then, they I don't know if my parents would have necessarily been more hover, more helicopter parents, but it's just like us finding out more about the news, right? It's like we're more tuned in now than we used to be back then. So a lot more people are hearing what's going on, because we have access. Like you probably have your phone within like a foot or two of you right now, and you can access all the things on it. Back then, like that wasn't the case. Like we had the phone, and that was it. Just the phone, the landline phone at our friend's house or at our house. And otherwise, you were just out causing chaos or havoc as a kid.
So we have a comment because we knew how to fight back, and then the other one was, and we didn't take candy.
Uh, I don't know. I feel like that message from Louis, knowing the way that he expounds on stories and makes them bigger than life sometimes. I bet his how we knew how to fight back was like, I got stuffed in a locker multiple times. Just
I
saying,
never got
Louis.
stuffed
Like
in a
I don't know.
locker,
I don't know. Louis strikes me as someone who wouldn't have dropped a black eye on someone. He strikes me as someone who would have gotten lockered a couple times.
Oh my god.
Yeah. He never got
Like
stuffed in a
Matthew.
locker, and according to chat, he claims he never got stuffed in a locker, but he also claims that he drank 150 beers in one night. So
Okay, I just want to let you know.
I heard that
Louis,
too about him.
wait a minute. Louis gonna mail that painting to you.
he's gonna send it to me? No, he's not.
He's gonna
He's-
for those comments. He's gonna mail
No.
you that.
He's not gonna send me that painting because he fears and respects that situation. The same as like what we saw in The Conjuring, right? Like you try and get rid of the mirror and shit's gonna fuck you up because you tried to get rid of it. That picture, Louis, whether you like it or not, it has connected itself to you and your wife. And whatever dog you're watching at the time.
Wait a minute. Can I ask you a question? Because he said I never got stuffed in a locker. So I have to ask a question. Is Louis from the United States?
No.
Okay, that's probably why, because there were no lockers.
Okay, so he got stuffed in a weapons crate. I don't know. things are different in the Dominican, okay? Like things are different.
I was saying they might not have lockers.
Yeah, sorry. Okay, sorry. You were stuffed in a weapons locker, not a school locker. My bad. Sorry, Louis.
I'm telling you, he's gonna mail that painting to you.
If he does, I'm just gonna send it right on back. Return
Oh,
So
sorry.
what were your first impressions of the mom during the interview with the babysitter then?
You mean at the end?
Oh,
Or-
in the beginning.
The beginning? There were two moms in this, okay?
There were more than two moms, but we're talking about the initial interview.
Oh, the initial interview? I mean, it seemed typical.
Not a little too bubbly for you or anything?
Why would it be bubbly for me?
We're
I
just
don't think it was
curious.
bubbly. I think it was a normal kind of exchange between a nervous parent that has a 7-year-old, a nervous woman that obviously doesn't have the best marriage. Kind of is what came off to me. Either one of those.
Where did you get the not the best marriage vibe with like the interview?
No, I'm just saying the way she was playing it, there's only two kind of there's only two reasons why a woman would act that way during an interview. Be a little bit, I wouldn't call it bubbly. I would just say nervous, talking a little bit too much, making too many kind of like small kind of jokes and stuff like that.
You just said she was acting normal during the interview.
But I mean, that's normal. That's normal for having a 7-year-old child and giving that time away to somebody that's going to be taking care of that child. I mean, obviously right now she's taking care of her child. I don't even know why she's not why she even needs somebody to take care of her kid.
So she can get the fuck away.
Well, yeah, you find out later in the movie why.
Yeah, you find that out later, but I'm talking about this. I don't understand when women that have money hire somebody.
There we go.
Hire somebody. They don't work, but they're hiring somebody to take care of their kid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So she can
But you had the kid for
regain.
a reason.
So she can regain some of her time. You
For what?
when you have
All right. She
kids,
had the kid for a reason different than what her situation was. We find that out later.
Well, we find
yeah,
that out later.
it
I'm
was
just
an
talking
oops,
about
it was an
general.
oopsie.
Two,
You asked me about this woman in the interview at the beginning of the movie when we don't know nothing else.
Mhm.
She wasn't
Okay?
being bubbly.
She was over talking. She was oversharing in some respects. You know, she
Have you
was
talked to any of
hiding
the
things at the same time.
Have you talked to any of the millennials or Gen Zs out there right now? They talk. They talk until you put a mute on.
Not all of them.
Oh,
Not all of them.
I looked at that situation or that interview as being she's a blonde, and I'll leave it as polite as that.
Uh-huh.
oh shit!
And then the only other thing that was odd, and I know it's a movie, but I've known people that have that kind of money to have that kind of house and want to hire somebody. Typically, if you're hiring someone to help clean up, there would be something you would notice that needs to be cleaned up, or certain things still left out. It wouldn't have been as pristine, and with all the, I think she had like snacks and stuff like that already prepared. Like that was a bit over the top. Like I've seen people that do that, but they have a staff, and the only staff was like the maintenance guy, you know, working in the yard or something like
Yeah,
that.
that
So,
was the only maintenance. That was the only staff she had was that maintenance guy. I'm surprised
yeah.
she even had him. Like, what was he doing there?
Yard
I
work.
don't know. I thought for a second that they were having some sort of fling on the side or something.
Yeah.
They first introduced him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I kind of figured the same. That's like, oh, they're in a loveless marriage, and that's her boy toy, and I guess the new housemaid is going to be his girl toy kind of thing. So, and it
Yeah,
kind of looked that way for a bit, but
but she didn't act that way when she was interviewing her.
Mm,
No,
well,
no.
you're putting up that disguise in that type of circle. Like, look at how the other, soccer moms of that level acted. Like, yeah, they put up that front, even if it's completely dog shit terrible, behind closed doors. They'll put up that front very, very convincingly, or over convincingly, because of it being such a tired or drawn out situation.
And
So,
the other women did. The other women showed that. They
mhm.
showed the very fake, very short answer kind of situation, the very compliment. I have to compliment you because I'm sitting in your home and stuff like that, and I want to see your husband because I really want him instead of my husband. And then when she left the room, they were very catty. They didn't care that the help was there listening. They could have cared less about that. And they just talked about this woman as if, she was the worst person in the world and her husband was a saint. That I understand. That's how women can be.
Mhm.
But when she was interviewing Millie, that was not what she was acting like. If you're very flippant about even having kids and you had kids just to secure your marriage, you wouldn't be talking like that. You wouldn't even cared in reference to the woman that you are sitting, in front of and talking with and trying to interview. You, in fact, probably wouldn't even ask many questions, just sit there and mainly talk about yourself and about your husband and about your child. And that's not what was happening. The other women were doing that, but she wasn't. She seemed more nervous about the whole situation. So in the beginning, I thought that that wasn't really the whole conversation.
Mhm.
I think we missed out on some conversation that they didn't allow us to see. If,
For what purpose?
to mislead. Because the sleight of hand in this whole entire thing to make the twists come out. We have a narrative. We have Millie's narrative, right? Then we see Nina's narrative later on in the movie. It's to show the highlighting of the twists. Then they had a mixed narrative at the end where Millie was saying some stuff in the narrative and Nina was cutting in on some of the narrative, kind of like what they were thinking and stuff. That's why I said, those pivot points were kind of marked by when they start talking kind of to the audience, breaking that fourth wall. I think the little pivot, the little throw-in twist was the kid. Was what the kid said. Just to mislead us.
What about not? Why would you want to be my friend or something?
Yeah, just to mislead the audience to think that this is what the story is going to be, and then twist and go into a different direction, which the movie did.
Mm-hmm.
Am I right?
Yeah.
It was just a little bit more obvious to some people that watch these type of movies.
Well, before that,
these type of movies.
These type of movies.
Before the twist happened, what were your impressions when the housemaid oversleeps, she freaks out, she comes running downstairs, and the mom is losing her shit, breaking dishes, blaming the housemaid for losing her speech? Like,
At first, I thought this woman is feels that she is an intruder in her home. It's kind of a realization of, I let somebody in my home that could potentially move me out.
you got that vibe on the first night?
No, I got that vibe from her actions. I didn't think this woman was crazy. I think the woman was in that situation where her husband could have cheated on her, or her husband could have been looking for another person.
But she's the one that brought the housemaid in. The husband didn't know.
Yeah, and that doesn't mean anything.
Well, she was worried about her husband cheating. She wouldn't bring up.
Okay, you don't think like a woman, and I understand you don't think like a woman. We make decisions, and then we backtrack on our decisions. Yeah, I know I'm telling secrets here, but we backtrack on our decisions because we start playing devil's advocate in our head. Like, what the hell did I just do? I should have gotten the woman that was a lot older than us, that is probably nearing and having grandchildren. I should have gotten that one instead of this one that's younger than me.
No, she specifically picked her out. If anything, if she was worried about her husband cheating, I would look at it as she's trying to set her husband up for, before we know about the prenup or whatever.
And she could have been doing that too.
Yeah. So it came across more like that.
But at the same time,
I just knew she was a bit on the neurotic side, and I wasn't sure if it was an act at that point or if it was, her normal personality, where it's like, oh, I'm happy.
What's that movie? Wait a minute. What's that movie where let me see.
Good story.
Yeah.
Good movie.
That was one of my favorite movies, actually.
I think it was actually the same woman that is in this movie. She played in another one with let's see, I believe it was her. She played in another movie that had what was her name? Julie.
Wow. That other movie with that one person in that 1 year in the one house.
My brain works, okay? My brain is I'm sorry. is
Sounds-
slightly a little delayed right now because I've been working all day.
Sounds about as good as the film Underground. Shit.
Okay. So remember the woman that played in Boogie Nights?
Heather Graham.
No, the other one, the older
Julianne
one.
Moore.
Yeah, that one. I could have swore it was the
Big
same.
Lebowski?
No.
The Forgotten?
No.
God damn it.
What's she even trying to think of, anyways?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel
No, there's another movie that has
Pamela
this
Anderson,
same
Louis.
has the same theory that Fuzzy just said. Okay, but
Oh.
okay, let me get it.
Okay, well, while you
I
get
could
it,
have sworn it was.
Poison
I coulda
Maniac.
sworn Amanda was in the same movie.
Poison
Okay.
Maniac just busted your chops pretty good.
What? Why?
Said Fee's brain is working very originally.
Why? Thank you.
Well done, Poison.
Why? Thank you. I'm sorry if my poor disability is not in tune with originality tonight.
Ah, God.
Oh no! Don't pull that shit on him.
Now you got to make.
I'm
us-
not allowing that.
Okay.
It's called your ass ain't prepared. That's what it is. And you're like combining
Prepared for this, all right?
because you're trying to combine like 4 movies and think of something that doesn't exist.
No, there are probably 17 movies in this thing. That
And you're gonna tell us every single one that we don't care about.
I'm not saying you care about.
Fuzzy.
I gotta
Apparently,
find-
you're going to time
I'll
out
find
because
this
you laughed
movie.
too hard.
I will find this freaking movie. I will find it. But there is a movie where the whole entire movie is based off of that one idea. What would happen if you set your husband up? What happens if you got somebody to seduce your husband? Would your husband go along? It's called Chloe. That's what it is.
Oh, okay.
It's called Chloe. And yes, she's Amanda. How you pronounce her last name? Cypher?
Seyfried.
Amanda Seyfried is in it, and so is Juliana Moore. And Fuzzy's one of Fuzzy's favorites. Liam Neeson is in this one. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
What?
Yeah. Dude,
Okay, your
are you
anti-favorite. How about that?
he crushed it. He crushed it in the new Naked Gun.
Yeah. So
No.
Oh yes.
No. I'm sorry.
Just
I have a
let you know,
particular set of skills.
Fuzzy has reservations about Liam Neeson now.
Why do you even bring that up?
Damn it, I'm going to my corner. God damn it. Every time I think I'm on the same page with you guys, you disappoint
I'm
me.
so sorry. Yeah. But anyway. Chloe was that, hey, I'm going to set my husband up. I'm going to see what happens. And everything kind of goes downhill.
Why do women do shit like this? Like, for real? Like, what?
Because life's not tough enough. They gotta add more fucking complication to shit sometimes.
Like, we just want to play with our toys, play video games, go to California for gaming convention things or something.
I'm the driver.
And, like, do shit like that. Like, stop worrying about trying to have other women seduce us. Our life is hard enough with one woman. We don't need 2 of them, all right? Like,
yeah.
Please.
I'm just telling you about the movie.
Unless it's a hall pass, don't tempt us with another opportunity.
Mm-hmm.
So, like I said, we got the movie Chloe thrown in here now.
Mm-hmm.
well, no, you did. No one else did. Just for the record.
Fuzzy started it.
No, he really didn't.
So hell-bent on not talking about House Maid because of Sydney Sweeney's wonderful assets.
Hold on a second. Side note. Fee sounds Jersey, Kentucky accent.
Accurate.
I have a mixed accent.
Yeah, also known as a hot mess, but we'll call it
So I was
Jersey, Kentucky.
Jersey
I
and
was
Philly.
born. I was born in
In a
Philly.
barn in Delaware.
No, in Philly. In Philly. And I went and was in between South Jersey and Philly. But I did my military in Florida, and then I did my my basic in Florida, and then I went over to Virginia for my AIT. So my accent is a little strange. So yeah. Just a little strange.
It matches your personality.
They
Well,
really,
yeah, I never said that. I never said it didn't.
can you really factor summer break as time in military in Florida?
Huh?
Just kidding. Kidding.
What's this now? What's this
Nothing.
now?
Nothing. Spring break.
Moving along. Yeah.
Moving along.
Yeah. Yeah, I never
So
liked
so while watching this movie,
Uh-huh.
were your impressions that this minus Fee, because she probably already knew the whole movie right away, like
Wasn't
this
original.
mom is super crazy. Like she is going through some shit, and this dad is like such a good dad. He's so patient, such a good husband. Like,
Red flags.
or we, of course,
Yep.
men can never be just
And
good guys.
Men can't be good.
Yeah. God
Not
forbid we're good and
not
deal
when
with
the
your
child-
personalities.
Wait a minute. Not when this 7-year-old, and I know she's older than 7. Not when this 7-year-old doesn't seem to smile. Did y'all notice that? The kid wasn't really excited about anything.
Yeah,
If a
that
kid's
feels
like
I've
that.
seen young rich kids not smile.
Yeah.
Oh no,
I
not
feel that-
7-year-olds.
I thought one of them was autistic. I really thought one of my coworkers' sons was autistic because he never smiled. Not until like 18.
Okay, first of all, I've known a lot of kids that were well off that had no problem smiling when they had money. In fact, they used to, tease people when they didn't have money. So I ain't believing that. 7-year-old should be somewhat kind of carefree, and this kid seemed like they were a 30-year-old in a tiny body.
Yeah, because they're going
Carrying
to
the weight of the world.
ballet and they're going away to friends' houses where they probably smile at their friend's house as opposed to their own house. Especially if mommy is throwing milk and smashing dishes. I mean,
And incidentally, mommy tried to drown you at one point. Like you really think that she's going to be chipper and happy?
I don't think that's true. I never thought that was true. This woman didn't really seem like she was the one kind of going after the kid.
Okay, so let's go that narrative. We know how this guy is. We know that he has no concern about crossing a line with teaching someone and making sure that they're doing things right. So wait, you don't think that this guy did some of that to the kid also?
Oh no, I believe he did some of it.
You think that kid's going to be all smiles and giggles after that?
No, but I don't think it was the mom that tried to drown the kid. I think it was,
that's fine. No, that's fine. Like
but she still somebody tried to drown her.
Yeah, subtract.
But I'm just saying. I think
from it.
I know, but I think the women, the other nanny, was saying that because she heard a rumor from her person that employs her, and I think that came from the dad to say, "Oh, I'm the saint, and I rescued my child from this mad woman, but I don't want to take the mad woman away from her kid." You know what I'm saying?
Sure, but I'm saying like remove that stuff from it. And your thought is like about a 7-year-old kid that isn't really smiling. Like, given what this kid has possibly seen, given the shit that kid has seen.
But that's my point on why she's not. That's a red flag for the dad, not the mom. See, the kids.
That's a
okay,
red
so-
flag for the house.
If that's a red
Well,
flag for
well,
the house, it
maybe.
doesn't
Maybe.
matter if one parent isn't doing it or not. You're still going to be on guard as a kid.
Well, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that the mom doesn't really seem off kilter for a reason other than somebody's doing something to her or to her kid. She's not doing those crazy things that somebody would do if they're alone. She seems to be targeting somebody, either Millie because she thinks maybe her husband is looking at her too much, or it's the husband. That's what I saw, but I don't know what you guys saw.
I mean, how could the husband not be looking at Millie?
I'm not. Hey, I'm not saying he wasn't. And I'm not saying. I'm not saying it wasn't a natural thing or whatever. I'm just saying that she was becoming more and more unhinged because she felt that he was looking a little too hard at somebody else instead of her.
#hard.
I mean, what woman kind of wouldn't? Right?
What man kind of wouldn't?
It's interesting because when the wife originally asked to get her those tickets and stuff, and then she was like, I didn't ask you to get me those tickets, like basically it's coming out of your check and stuff, and the husband was just like, hey, just take a friend. Like, the movie obviously would have been so much differently if she would have been like, all right, yeah, like I do have a friend that I'm gonna take, but it was like, no, I don't have, so I'm not going. It's just like, I'll go with you then. And then you were like, okay, they kind of teased this. But then when they got to the hotel and they got separate rooms, you were like, they got me. But then,
Presto, not to cut you off, but this is not Fuzzy directing this movie. You know what I'm saying?
Wait, what?
No, I don't know what you're saying.
See, Fuzzy would have directed the movie. He would have ended at, oh yeah, I have a friend. I'm gonna take her. Like, that's how Fuzzy would have directed the movie.
No.
Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
If I'm directing a movie and it's a shorter movie, it's because, hey, there's a noise in the basement. I'm not going to investigate. I'm leaving that house. That's how I would make a shorter movie. The way this one was set, I was thinking, considering that we actually heard her tell her, get those tickets, and then she claimed that, I never told you that. Why would I do that when I'm supposed to take my daughter upstate? I saw that as, okay, this is obviously a setup to see if they hook up, and then she like barges in and either goes crazy and kills one of them, or takes some pictures and here's my lawyer and my paperwork for the divorce, and that's what I was seeing that whole lead up as.
No, but we weren't talking about that. We were talking about the husband falling for it.
Well, of course he's gonna fall for it. Like,
I mean, maybe the husband really meant no harm by it originally. Like when he was like, yeah, let me just take you. Let me just, we'll get pizza or something. Or maybe he didn't. Like, I don't know. But
yeah, no.
I mean, just by taking her, that was kind of in the wrong. So, but,
it was
it's like,
kind of wrong.
He literally set himself up. Like he went for an upgrade.
Well, and I guess, it was a public place. So, like, he obviously wasn't too worried about being seen with someone that wasn't his wife. I mean, he was always painted as the hero in the town.
Yeah, but it was like in the city. So it's like maybe his inner circle isn't going to be going to this particular area kind of thing. Or it seemed like it may have been like a state away kind of deal. But either way you look at it, he fell for the layup basically. With his wife set them both up.
and I guess that was the way to accelerate what she was hoping to have done, type of thing. So, but that leads to the switch, or the roller coaster, I guess you could say.
So until the roller coaster, I thought this was going the normal route of how a female mind goes. You hire a nanny because you think you need a nanny, housemaid at the same time. You think you need one because you want to start branching out, maybe doing hobbies or go back to school. Or in this case, she said that she was manifesting having another kid. Yeah, you need help. But then you make the mistake of hiring the pretty one. So then you have to go and sabotage the pretty one so that it makes it look like the pretty one is not a good mate for your husband, so your husband won't leave you. That's where I thought it was going. But then I realized the kid wasn't really that happy, and mom doesn't seem to be like the mom that would harm her child. So then red flags started popping up. That's how I was thinking.
Now, the fact that she was taking the kid upstate or wherever they were going, I saw it as she was setting it up intentionally so they can get the divorce and take half and not have to deal with his nonsense or whatever is going on behind closed doors between them, type of thing. So, but
now, what do you think?
Not along those lines, but not for the reasons I thought. So,
What do you think would have happened though when they were at the hotel room and they each went in their own bedroom, and if the wife didn't blow up her phone, you think they would have both kind of stayed in their own bedroom and that would have been the end of it, and they would have drove home together, and eventually something would have happened in the house? Or do you think they eventually would have ended up in one of each other's rooms?
he would have found a way to knock on her door. You could see it from his mannerisms. He would have found a way, be like, "Oh, I can't sleep," or just wanted to check to make sure you're okay. Like, he would have come up with something to, get in her room, or something along those lines. So,
In her pants.
basically.
Hell yeah. I mean, what? Sorry, I'm not on mute. Shit.
So do you think Nina had gotten cold feet based on her setup, had gotten cold feet, and that's why she was blowing up the phone?
Once you know what Nina's plan is, that was kind of like the nudge. Like, Nina was kind of like being the puppet master behind the scenes and pulling the strings, and I think blowing up the phone would have been enough to kind of have her run to him, be like, "Oh my God, she's firing me," because he's always been kind of like that knight in shining armor about well, you don't have, we're not taking it out of your check. Don't worry about the note and the breakfast and blah blah blah. It's like he's always kind of intervening. So her blowing up the phone was part of that plan. Like, I think that was her just kind of like, especially if Nina knew, she's like tracking that phone and seeing, oh, well, wait, it's across the way from his phone. Like, let's say she had the, tracking on his phone as well. She's like, all right, let me just start like terrorizing her or scaring her, seeing if I can get a rise out of her to, have her run to, the husband. And sure enough, it worked.
So I don't think the husband would have accepted the whole put a tracker on. Remember, he's like in IT or something like that. So I think he probably
no, he wasn't IT.
What was
he?
He
had a date. He had a basically his father had a data business.
Okay.
It doesn't necessarily mean IT. It could be like medical records. They store and keep those things secure or something like that. And then I guess his dad just basically handed him the company or the keys to the company.
Well, yeah, he handed him the keys and stuff like that. Mom wasn't cheery either. But I just feel he would have known if she put a tracker on him. Whereas the girl, not being familiar with the whole nanny situation, housemaid situation, she might not know that that was a common thing.
Mhm.
And that's why the woman came in later when they were at the grocery store and was like, oh, you know, most won't take the phone because of the tracking. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I think the one woman was trying to warn her about the woman, not
Yeah.
realizing she kind of already knew anyway.
Yeah, but I think it was just, you know, the whole gossip around town with, you know, Nina being crazy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it would make sense that she would, you know, possibly give that nanny a heads up kind of thing. But, you know, not knowing exactly how deep the husband was into monitoring certain areas of the house, you know, she could be savvy enough to put something on his phone and him not notice.
Mm,
I mean, she worked for a law firm, right?
yeah. So
Yeah.
here's another thing. Okay. While we know this is going on, okay, and she's on probation. We all know she's on probation. That's pretty clear that you know it's said in the opening that she's a criminal. She lives in her car, things like that. Um, she's also taking a big risk in doing this plan that they have kind of intuitively come up with. And she's taking this big risk. I mean, she gets arrested for a stolen car that you know that's going to put her back in jail, being on probation. Was that part of the plan, or was that something that just kind of happened through the cycling?
Well, the wife planned that. The wife planned it because she told her like, "Oh, here are the keys to my car. Don't use your car." Like, basically, it's like a piece of crap. Like, use my car. So
Well, yeah, I get
I,
that. But my question is that did Millie at some point, because you know we have this kind of, I don't know if there was something we didn't see in reference to either Millie picking up these signs, these red flags or whatever, and being like, hey, I'm going to save this woman. Or if it was, there was kind of some type of exchange at some point that we never saw on camera where they knew that there was this evolving plan to essentially free her and her daughter. Because she took a big risk in getting arrested in the first place with this stolen car situation and even taking the clothes and stuff like that. Like, wouldn't you have been out in that circumstance? Like, just hightailed it out of there, whether the husband had said, hey, I believe you, I think this is insane, let me get rid of my wife.
I mean, she explained she needs a job. She needs the money. Like they kind of had her, and the money was good, and the husband like was very convincing and kept saying like, "I'll take care of it. I'll take care of it." So
Mhm.
you know, at least you had one person on your side that was like, listen, she has a lot going on. Don't worry about it. Everything's fine. So at least he kept giving you the reassurance. Plus, the fact there was that sexual desire, lust for each other, I'm sure helped keep her there and stay.
Yeah, it did.
Do you guys really think that Nina's character was that cold-hearted
Yes.
to leave this woman
Yes.
with her soon-to-be ex that
Yes.
she's now free from, but easily goes back because the kid says, we need to go get Millie? Like, all of a sudden she got a conscience?
Yes.
You really think that?
Sure.
I don't know.
Sounds good to me.
it sounds. I just don't think it sounds logical.
I feel like you're trying to poke holes.
Yeah, I am. I think we should have a behind
Chat.
the scenes. I
Chat.
think we should have a
Chat, do
director's
you
cut.
think it's believable?
I think we should have a director's cut. Some deleted scenes.
I think we should too, because I think we're going to see some other things as well. And I'm okay with that.
I get this.
Sorry, Fee. Sorry. Not original enough, huh? Yeah, exactly. Okay. We're gonna pull the curtain back a smidge. So I ran upstairs real quick to hit the restroom, and I came across my wife as I was walking through the house, and she's like, "Hey, how's the episode going?" I was like, "Well, Fee's being Fee," and she's like, "What do you mean?" And I was like, "Well, she's saying it's not original enough." And she's like, "How's it not original? I've never seen a movie with the same style of thing." I was like, I know. We've had this same conversation before." I was like, "Trust me, I'm with you. I agree. I've not come across the same thing before either, but for some reason, Fee always has some sort of explanation as to how it's not original." So yeah, pulling the curtain back, showing, there you go, chat. There's some director's cut also. No boobs in that director's cut, just hard truth.
Yeah, we're not trying to get Cypher on the couch tonight.
Yeah, you don't want to see my moobs, really. Let's just be honest. No one wants that.
All right, look. For everybody in chat, for everybody that's watching this on record,
Get ready, chat.
I'm
Get
not
ready for this.
saying that the way this is set, the way this is laid out, I'm not saying it's not original. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is that piecing movies together and rearranging them, those segments are not original. I can find movies to show they're not original.
I could cut up a movie and reorganize it to make it not original too. Like what is that? What kind of argument is that?
It's like you take 5 jigsaw puzzles, make them all together. Well, because they're parts of other puzzles, those parts aren't original, but together it's kind of different, but still the same, Like, what?
Yeah, exactly. Like Jesus Christ, I could cut up a Mission Impossible movie and a Fast and the Furious movie, and depending on how I edited it, I could make them both seem like they were similar movies. Like, what kind of shit is that? What kind of argument are we? Oh my god.
We have a theory. About me.
Okay.
So Judah said, "I'm starting to think it's not original is code for some bitch Fuzzy said was cute."
Fuzzy, blink once. Oh shit!
I'm starting to think the same, and I don't even remember who I said was cute.
I saw you looking too hard at one of them.
Oh jeez.
Fuzzy, I gotta give you props because now granted, Presto, did you watch this with your wife?
Yes, the second time.
Okay, when you watched it, did you try and pretend like you weren't looking at that wonderful set of assets when that happened, or did you just let it be what it was?
I just let it be what it was.
Okay,
it was a movie I was watching.
And did your wife say anything about it?
No.
Okay.
Fuzzy. Let me tell you something before Fuzzy does.
Oh shit! Here we go.
So, just to let you know, Fuzzy and I watched this separately.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So I could not see him at all.
Oh shit. Oh, sorry. Sorry. I'm just gonna go back to my corner for a minute.
Fuzzy, how many times did you watch this by yourself?
Hand check.
Just the one
Hand
time
check.
this afternoon.
I'm sure you fell asleep during one scene every time.
I mean, it was on 16 minutes left for quite a while. Just let me know.
Really?
That's all he had left in was 16 minutes. Leave him alone.
Oh shit. Oh man.
Oh.
Oh, I got tears in my eyes. My goodness. That was great.
All right. I don't think
My
You
man
don't
used
think?
his month's supply up during this movie.
so.
You know what they say, if you don't use it, you lose it. So
Yeah.
He borrowed.
That's a man. Anyway, let's move
He
on.
paid it forward.
He borrowed.
Hey, can I take out a loan for next month?
Anyway, so
Oh
we're
my god.
7:46. I don't think we're gonna get through this whole thing.
Oh shit.
So I don't think we're getting many spoilers out.
No.
So I would say watch, the movie if you would like. It does have twists. I'm not saying that the movie is not original. I'm saying that parts are not original. They do have some good twists. I'm not going to say they're not good twists. Okay? So, but I think we should rate it about now and let people just kind of see the rest of it on its own. And yes, I did watch Species.
Yeah,
Is that Louis?
that one's next. Yeah, that's what Louis is recommending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yes, I did watch all of the Species movies.
I've never watched those.
Never?
No.
Wow.
Sounds
You should watch
sounds like I need to watch those too.
Yeah, it is a classic.
Good to know. Good to know.
So, so I don't know if the chat wants to kind of guess, make some guesses about what our rating is going to be for everyone.
Yeah, chat. Where do you think this is going to land? This should be interesting. Jesus Christ.
Presto.
Oh no. Shots fired. My goodness. Oh my.
It's all out of love.
How's that couch looking? Oh no. Oh no.
Yeah, you even got Foamy started. He's like, what are you looking at mommy for? All right. We got Fee gonna give it a 6.
Mm-hmm.
We have Fee 6.5, Silent 8, Presto 7.5, and Fuzzy at 10 out of 10. You're trying to get him in trouble, aren't you?
Homie's not leaving without a death sentence this evening. My goodness.
Fuzzy's grading scenes from the movie, not even the movie now.
Yeah. He's reliving those scenes to try and forget about this pain.
Yeah, we got another 10 for Fuzzy.
Damn, Fuzz.
Damn. I didn't know you liked the movie so much, Fuzz.
I did enjoy the movie. Not quite a 10 out of 10, but like we'll definitely get to the scores here soon.
Not this blinking stuff either, guys.
Oh, shit.
So Fuzz, do you want to go first since everyone thinks it's a 10 for you?
Yeah. All right. So, and no, it's not an IGN 7. I gave this a 7. It's rewatchable. I didn't fall asleep at all. It kept my attention. It flipped the script at least 2 times for me as far as where I thought it was going. And the way it played out all the way through to the end was a worthwhile ending and could lead to a sequel, let's just say. So
It
I gave
actually was announced they're making a sequel.
awesome.
Really?
Because
There is
Yeah.
a second
that
book.
last scene definitely I'm curious to see if this is going to be like a reoccurring thing where it's like, oh, if you're in a relationship with an abuser or a psychotic person or something, call this housemaid to help you out, and you'll be
So
thankful.
I did look up the second book, and it does have Millie in it, and I believe she has an 11-year-old daughter in the second book.
Mm.
So
Awesome.
she's kind of been doing this a little bit. So, but I don't know if they're going to do the second book or if they're just going to make kind of like a new thing.
Do you think so?
I mean, they could do something that's similar, maybe something in between the second book and the first book, maybe something that happens along the way. I don't know if they're going to just do the second book the way it is.
Is there only 2 books or is it more than one?
I don't know.
Or
I didn't look up to see if there was any. I do know there is a second book though. And it's Millie and her daughter, I think, is called Ada.
It's Millie Vanilli.
I'm sure lots of things happen along the way.
Yeah.
And that'll be interesting.
Yeah.
So it looks like it's a series because it has the Housemaid, the Housemaid's Secret. Let's see.
Well, that could be good.
Yeah, and there's a third one. The Housemaid is Watching. The Housemaid is Watching is the second book. The Housemaid's Secret is the third, I believe.
The housemaid is watching. That sounds hot.
Uh-huh.
You know what she watching? Fuzz.
Yeah.
No, but I would definitely recommend this movie to anyone that likes kind of like those twist of plot, like psycho drama kind of films. It's definitely worth a watch. But yeah, 7 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10. Some of the stuff, it could have gone gorier, or it could have gone a little bit more brutal on the ending, but they wrapped it up nice and tight, so they put a bow on it.
Before we go
a sequel.
Before we go to the next rating, I do want to show some comments. So apparently, if Fuzzy's not on Breakfast with Boom, we know why. And somebody had you an 11 out of a 10. And
everything I wanted, I got.
I am starting to think Fuzzy wanted to do these movie shows to watch them alone. There's another one. Let me see. Fee is going to be installing those soon.
I definitely do not.
Wait a minute. This is even better. Fuzzy going to end up like Misery Guy, and Fuzzy is definitely going to the basement.
Oh man, Fuzzy's not escaping the allegations this time. My goodness.
No.
Chat,
Man.
thank you. You've given me lots of laughs this evening, and this was wonderful.
Oh man, at my expense.
I mean, you gotta be a team player. It's.
Listen, you benefited while you were watching. Now we benefit.
Oh man. All right.
All right, silent.
You next.
Okay. Well, yeah. So I actually gave it a 7 as well. So just right there with Fuzzy. It wasn't an IGN 7 or anything. I enjoyed it. I feel like there were a few missed opportunities. Personally, like when she finally captures, well,
Fuzzy didn't miss.
um, so one of the things that kind of caught me off guard was like when she had him as a hostage and she had him in the room and she had him pull the tooth and he came back with like a chipped tooth when he proceeded to do that.
Mhm.
I thought that when she was like, I'll be back tomorrow, I thought she was going to pull the same type of shit that he did, where, when he did the same thing to her, he was like, oh, you're missing a hair follicle on a couple of the hairs. So I'm going to have you do this again. I figured that she was going to do the same thing to him and be like, oh, well, you didn't pull the whole tooth. So
Mhm.
we're going to do this again tomorrow and you're going to pull the whole tooth this time. So I kind of felt like that was a miss because like she could have been more sadistic about it, being as he had already done that to her. I feel like it was only deserved given the situation. But also one of the other things that was brought up was at the very end, the mother of the husband had made the comment about how he was missing a tooth. And that's a weird plot hole for me because like they specified, like you even saw Millie go back and put the tooth there by his body after he fell down the stairs. And it's like they missed it. It's almost like they filmed the different scenes in not in order, right? Like they did maybe some of the other ones, like the ending scenes before those scenes with the stairs, because when that came through, it was like, well, yeah, there was a tooth there. So it wasn't there was a tooth missing. It was just that his tooth got smashed on one of the stairs when he fell down. So just kind of a weird plot hole thing. Besides that, like besides a couple technical little details and stuff, I enjoyed it. I thought it was good. I enjoyed my experience with Sydney Sweeney. This is my first experience with Sydney Sweeney, and I'm sure there'll be plenty more. Hopefully for the show. Hopefully we'll end up watching some more of her movies for the show too. But I enjoyed the premise. I enjoyed the twists. I thought it was a good movie. Had me entertained, had me intrigued to see like what was going to happen next. But couple little things I would have maybe changed, but I felt like they did a good job.
I'll go next. I give it I'm gonna agree with Poison, a 7.5. Going in a blind, I really enjoyed it. And then I told my wife that we should watch it. So we watched it again the same weekend. And she enjoyed it. And it was fun to pick up on after you know the twist and the plot and everything. It was fun to pick up on little subtle hints that you would notice that I didn't notice the first time, where he was very fascinated with the roots. He'd always comment on her roots. Like, your roots are starting to show. And she's like, all right, I'll get my hair done. He's like, yeah, your roots are showing. Or just other stuff he says, or she would say that you're like, oh, damn, like, that's very interesting. I didn't really think about that before. So I really appreciated that. For instance, when she was showing Nina the tour of the house in the beginning, she was saying how she was clumsy, and one day they'll find her body dead 'cause she's clumsy, and she like falls down the stairs or whatever, and it's like kind of tells you what's happening later in the movie, which I was like, oh damn, like, but when you watch the first time, you don't even put two and two together. So I enjoyed it the second time too. It's not a movie that you're gonna like watch over and over again, because it's one of those where I feel like the more you watch it, the more it kind of loses how much you like it, I guess, just because you know the plot twist. But I recommend it. Fun, nice suspense thriller, I guess you would call it. Not super bloody or violent. So I'd say the first hour and 15 minutes, not anything violent or disgusting happens. So if you're not into like gory movies, this is a great one to watch. And yeah, check it out. It's on Amazon Prime to rent. What about you, Fee?
So
Not it.
I'm gonna give this a 6 because I don't think it's rewatchable. So it's not
There
7.
were there were
I think
multiple
it's just
sections
because
that were rewatchable.
look, okay, for you guys maybe. So I think it's a 6 and it's not rewatchable because once you see the twists, for me, they weren't really, let's go back and watch it again and see how I missed that. I don't think I missed anything. But
It didn't
that's
miss
just me.
you.
That's just me. So, but I don't think it's a bad movie. It didn't harm me. So I like the people that were in it. I would like to see Sweeney a little bit more to see if she's just kind of playing the same character over and over again. But I did like finding out that the guy in this that plays the husband is played a good character in another movie, and he was believable in both. So that's a win. And I've always liked Amanda. In her films, she did again Chloe, and she did a lot of other movies that I enjoyed watching. So she's a really good actor as well. So like I said, I just, because of the way the movie is laid out and it's a psychological thriller, that is a gamble for anybody making a movie like this to not have it where it's rewatchable for fans. So they'll talk it up. They'll talk it up and get everybody. Huh?
It was quite rewatchable.
Well, for you it was,
There's
but,
plenty, especially after you figure out what the twists are. As you go back and you watch and you see some of the hints and nods about what was coming.
Yeah, but
it's fun to go back and watch that.
I know, but I already got the hints.
Well, I'm sorry that all of us are glue eaters in the corner that aren't
I'm just
adapting to it.
saying.
It's fun to watch a movie multiple times.
I'm just saying,
How many times did you watch Dead and Breakfast?
Okay, but Dead and Breakfast is not a thriller. Dead and Breakfast, I watch
No,
over
it's
and over
definitely not a
again.
thriller. I agree.
It's not a thriller.
100%. I agree.
It's a zombie movie.
You and I are in agreement.
Yes.
It's like they tried to recreate a Scooby-Doo movie.
Yeah.
And yes, and that is perfectly
failed.
fine with me.
It was like a TLC Scooby-Doo thriller.
Okay, look, obviously you guys weren't big fans of Scooby-Doo. Okay.
Whoa.
Scooby-Doo. No.
Well, you would have liked Dead and Breakfast then.
Let's not cast shade on Scooby-Doo. Scooby-Doo is great.
Mm-hmm.
It's not great.
Speak bad about Scooby-Doo just because you didn't like our opinion on Dead and Breakfast.
Whatever. Anyway,
there's a significant difference in quality.
Hold on a second, because I got some more here. So apparently somebody said, for what it sounds like, recommend Twisted Plots, and if you watch alone, you get a better experience.
Yep. Sure.
So apparently it's Valentine's Day tomorrow, and Fuzzy can make it up. Let's see.
No.
He has been. That's why his hand hurts.
Fuzzy's gonna have to.
I don't think Fuzzy has the strength after he watched the movie alone.
Yep.
Let's see. They're into you tonight.
I didn't have any more strength either after the show.
So you handed the summer break.
Yep.
Let's see here. Fuzzy's hand's gonna get.
Well, that's why we're going to the video game showcase, right? We're watching video games, not playing video games. It's fine.
Let me see.
You're gonna get PTSD when he uses mouse and keyboard.
Wait a minute.
We're gonna find swirl marks on your mouse pad. Sorry, never mind. Sorry,
This is from Cypher, by the way. Now I understand why he's not available to play Arc Raiders with me.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, if your hands are full, your hands are full. It's what it is.
Oh, God.
Sorry, Fuzzy.
Let's see here.
Oh, Jesus.
Let's see. I think that's it. Oh, Fuzzy, is it a rewatch?
I think it's worth a rewatch, even with it being one of those twist the plot things, and you may already know what the whole ending is, and I still think it's worth a rewatch.
Yep. There were lots of good twists and turns. I agree.
So Fuzzy was the star of the show today.
He was. He got some strays in the process, but I think he came out as the VIP in the end.
So I think pretty much everybody was kind of spot on, except maybe Fuzzy's.
Sorry, MVP, not VIP. My bad. I don't watch sports. You're gonna have to forgive me. I don't know this shit.
I don't watch sports either.
Hey, my main sport is going to be on Sunday, so.
No, your main sport already happened. I'll stop.
Whatever.
Go to my corner. My bad. All right. Hey, Fuzzy, where can we find you this week, dude?
This was a fun one. My cheeks and my chest shirt today.
Wait. I gotta stop you right here because I'm sorry. We got one more.
Oh shit.
Fuzzy gonna get woke up in the middle of the night. Yes, question.
Yeah. Hopefully not. I'm usually a pretty heavy sleeper, so she'll probably be asking me questions, and I'll be telling her about stuff when I used to work in a warehouse. A lot of times she catches me in the middle of like, oh yeah, I got to pack boxes, and I hadn't done that in like 20 years, and it's like, well, that's what you get for waking me up in the middle of the night. What are you talking about?
So I cannot tell you how many times he would wake up and be like, can I have some hot dogs or something else? And I would make them, and he wouldn't eat them because he didn't realize he asked for them while he was sleeping.
He asked for hot dogs when he was sleeping?
Yeah, he would come home from packing boxes. He would fall asleep immediately, and I guess his brain was hungry, but where his body was hungry, he would slightly wake up and he would ask for food. I would go make the food, and next thing I know, I would wake him up, or he would fully get up, and he's like, well, why did you make me this? Because you asked for it.
Damn, Fuzz. That's awesome.
He's trying to get payback now. Like, she doesn't see that as a W, but I see it as a W. Midnight. Yeah, G maybe in the chat says midnight weenie walking.
Fortunately, I don't walk in my sleep. That's one good thing, especially with the house having so many stairs and stuff. I can't imagine how that would turn out.
So just midnight weenie gobbling.
No. Oh man, I'm gonna have to go into witness protection.
Oh, this
No, but
is the last
this-
time I was invited for this show. My God.
This was an awesome show. A lot of laughs, so much fun. Even though I was the butt of the jokes here, I appreciate you guys checking this out and hanging out with us in the chat and everything. You can find me on pretty much anywhere on social media. Just do a search for Fuzzy Belvedere. You'll be able to find me. And look forward to seeing you guys here next Friday, same time, same place. What about you, Cypher? What are you going to be up to?
Oh, well, I guess I'm going to be sitting here playing some Arc Raiders alone, since my homie Fuzzy can't play any Arc Raiders with me. No, no, in all seriousness, of course, you can catch me on social media all over the place as Silent Cypher. Catch me on Xbox. Like I said, I will be on some Arc Raiders. It's a 3-day weekend. Thank goodness for a holiday. So I will hopefully be enjoying some late nights, playing some Arc Raiders, playing some games, and yeah. Besides that, fortunately, next week is a short work week, and you'll end up catching me on Friday morning on Breakfast with Boom, hanging out with Fuzzy, Mr. Boomstick, Korkenstein, Crispy Bomb, whoever ends up showing up at the time. And then, of course, you'll catch me Friday evening back here, hanging out, talking about whatever movie we are going to watch. Species or whatever we decide.
Not Grizzly.
Grizzly 2. Okay. Chat.
No.
Chat. Okay. I came across a revelation this week. I don't know how it even happened, but I looked up George Clooney for a conversation. And in the process, I came across. Oh, no, you know what? I know exactly what it is. Louis, if you're still in here, Louis made the comment of what is George Clooney best known for? And so I figured I'd just bust his balls for, fun. And when I IMDb'd George Clooney, I came across a movie called Grizzly 2. And so I watched the trailer for Grizzly 2, and it was horrible. I was like, wow, this looks really bad, but it's amazing. And it's got an awesome cast. And then it turns out that there's so much more behind the story. This thing got filmed like back in the 80s and then got shelved and then finally got released in 2020. And it looks horrible, but it looks like it would be absolutely perfect for us to watch as an episode. So chat, if you're at all interested in that, you should vouch for it, and you should mention comments in there and say that we should watch that.
So basically, you're gonna get me to watch this movie because a lot of people are voting for this and sending me comments.
It's got George Clooney in it.
You know what else has George Clooney in it too?
What?
Return of the Attack of the Killer Tomatoes.
You know what else has George Clooney in it? Burn
Batman.
After Read. Wait.
What?
Batman. Yeah, I guess he is in that.
And what was the other one?
He was in Burn After Reading, I think, right? With Brad Pitt.
Yes.
Yeah. And that was great. Or Men Who Stare at Goats.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just saying, the man's had a legacy. That's all I'm saying.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways.
Presto, you ready?
I guess. Yeah, it was more interesting podcast. I believe we usually get off track, but this is probably one of the record podcasts of getting off track of not talking about a movie. 2 hours and probably like 15 minutes we're actually talking about the movie. It is a good movie, so check it out regardless of what Fee says. I'm beginning to lose all faith in her, so we'll see. I really thought a new year knew her, but it's not the case. It's even worse. I don't know what it is. Hopefully she gets better at it. But yeah, it's just going to be another quiet week. It's getting a little warmer, so maybe do something outside. But just going to maybe have a little Scream marathon, the pregame for the movie. And yeah, that's about it, I guess.
Hey, real quick before we shift.
Mhm.
So Crossfaith Army in chat mentions Disturbia. I've seen so rest assured, I've seen you mention Disturbia multiple times in the chat this evening, and my apologies, I didn't respond until now. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't know if these three over here are interested in it, but I would definitely watch that and have an episode on it at some point.
Is that with the Transformer dude?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Shia LaBeouf
Where he
and
like
Megan Fox.
where he's on house arrest or whatever with the ankle
Yeah,
bracelet?
yeah.
Yeah, that was
And,
all right.
and incidentally, it would be very similar to this in the fact that we've got Megan Fox, you know, known from like Megan's Body and some of those other ones.
I mean, if we want to do another not original movie, I guess we could do that.
I mean, I'm up for it. Chat, whatever we decide, obviously we'll post it. But I mean, I'd be up for it. It's up to if he can handle non-original content. That's all.
It's really hard to find original movies anymore.
I think Fuzzy would definitely be into this. Sorry, Fuzzy.
So
I
Fee,
still think y'all should watch that Korean monster movie, The Host. If I could get them to watch subtitles, I think we could do that.
I
Watch
would,
watch something and read. Oh man, no, thank you.
I've always heard good things about The Host. Which when we ended up watching Host on one of the previous ones, I thought that's what you guys were talking about initially. But I've always heard good things. I would be up for that one too.
Yeah, I don't remember if it's in subtitles or not, but there are some really awesome Korean movies that the American screenwriters and directors have just stolen straight out. So I wish, but most of them are subtitled, and I don't know if I can get these guys. I know Fuzzy has trouble with subtitles.
I
it's
don't
trouble
want
with
to
closed
read and watch at the same time.
Yeah,
Why are you being so mean to Fuzzy? He can
But-
read and watch.
she doesn't like Fuzzy got all the attention tonight. That's what it was. She's like, Fuzzy, your bitch ass can't even read. I'm gonna blow you up on the spot.
Anyway, I never said that. So, what will I be doing? Well, me and Fuzzy have agreed to go out to dinner tomorrow night.
Hopefully, you
If we
bring your
get-
personality.
Anyway, if we can get a table, that is, you never know. Might have to go early. You know that early bird special.
Arby's is usually pretty good about that stuff.
We have the meats.
Okay, just let you know, I'm probably the one that's going to be paying.
Oh, really?
Oh, Fuzz.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Fuzz, you
What the-
better be calling those restaurants tonight.
You just
Fuzzy, no.
wait a
No,
minute.
Fuzzy, don't take that as a diss. Take that as a positive.
That's what he
means
just
you
said.
have-
He's like, "Oh, okay, I'm cool with that."
Oh,
Fuzzy's
that
not
means-
going to turn down me paying.
Bro, that means that you have more money to play video games.
Exactly.
That's a win. That's a net win.
Or that means she's gonna want something later. So that could be more expensive. So be careful, Fuzz. Just watch yourself.
I'll still buy you a beer when we get out to to Summer Games Fest. In commiseration and solidarity.
So, Poison Maniac said, "Hopefully, the restaurant is very original."
Oh shit! No, I can't buy this linguine. You know, Italian restaurants had it 200 years ago. So you're all a bunch of fucking frauds. Get out of the business. Oh, God bless. God bless.
Besides that, I will be enjoying my extended weekend because we are also off for President's Day
Hell yeah.
from the school. So nice, nifty holidays, right?
Yep.
I am not, so fuck y'all.
Sucks. Suck.
Sorry. But yeah, so we will pick a movie, and it should be quick. I heard some good titles.
Apparently, someone picked a movie already. I hear a movie playing.
Yeah, we know that's Presto.
God damn it, Presto.
He wants to have a film prepared so he can watch it while he eats and plays with, his puppy dog, because his puppy dog had the first day of training, right?
Yeah.
So
Mhm.
he wants
And
to try
shit
out these
all
new
over.
tricks, right?
Yeah, she did.
Yeah.
So I am going to say this, and hopefully Fuzzy is not mad at me. So
After
since-
everything else you said this podcast, this is gonna make him mad at you. I cannot wait.
this ought to be good.
So because Presto will not be with us in California when we go to the Xbox thing, I did get him a little gift from Fright Night with Ferocious Fee. I don't want to tell him what it is, but it is going to be, I'll just say it's going to be Scream related.
Ooh.
And not many people will have it.
Oh,
So yeah, it's not a prop. I will tell you it's not a prop, unfortunately. But hopefully you will like it because you will be missing out on the three of us, getting together and everything from the show. Because I'm sure you have to work, and I don't know if your wife wants to go all the way out to California again so soon, right?
well, I'm trying to get her to go out so soon, but yeah,
That's so he can watch The House Maid.
So and we're gonna be close. We're close to each other more so than we are with Cypher as far as distance wise. So we should be able to drop it off at one of the conventions along the way, or something like that. But yeah, because I'm sorry you can't get to go out with us, right?
I'm not.
It's not like
I mean, Fuzzy would miss you, but
Well, he'll just have to come to Monster Mania then.
there you go. Yeah, without me, right? I
Well, you could volunteer. That way I could say hi, but we could leave you. That's like the good stuff.
Well, unfortunately, because I'm trying to make these movies, I can't volunteer as most of the conventions.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Because we're trying to make some movies.
Sacrifices we make.
I know.
Man,
yeah.
I didn't think you were serious about the OnlyFans stuff, but props to you guys.
Hey, after she heard about my success with my OnlyFans only feeds, she was like, all right, we better do this. I got some busted feet, but let's go.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm just saying, I made $3,000 during COVID in a single year. So it's not bad. Not bad.
Well, we're going to say goodnight to everybody.
Night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thanks for
Thanks for
joining.
joining us. Good night.